Welcome to the Toyland!
Hey guys and dolls, welcome back to the Toyland. It's M as always, and here we are doing the review for the Bandai Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Green Ranger from the Legacy Collection. Yeah, super excited. He looks fantastic. Looks loaded with articulation. Oh, so cool. Comes with both the Dragon Dagger and the sword that he used when he was a bad guy in the Green with Evil saga. Yeah, way cool. So yeah, there's the front. It's got just Power Rangers at the top, but then it specifies at the bottom Mighty Morphin. There's that side. Continues the Dragon Dagger. The top, Mighty Morphin again. Not much going on this side here. There's the back, and as you see, in this wave, there's the Red Ranger, the Green Ranger from Mighty Morphin, and then the red, blue, and yellow from, I think that's Ninja Storm. I don't know. That's one of the seasons I'm less familiar with, but I think that's what it is. But, yeah, eventually they'll have the pink, yellow, black, and blue Rangers, and they all come with a piece to build a Zord. So that's really cool. They're doing like a build-a-figure or like a collect-and-connect type thing, just like the other lines that are producing figures of this size and quality. So yeah, pretty cool. I don't know that I will. I would love to, but I don't know that I'll ever get to build this. I mean, we'll see. It's not in my plans, but I had to have the Green Ranger. I wouldn't mind having a Red Ranger either, but yeah, pretty cool. The box is cool. I'm almost sad to open it, but I'm going to. I'm so going to. And I can't decide if I want to pose him with this sword, because it's so cool. Or he has these hands. I'm pretty sure they're so you can pose him like this. Like he's playing the Dragon Dagger, calling the Dragon Zord. Oh, so cool. So, yeah, let's get this guy open and take a look at him out of the box. Hey guys and dolls, welcome back to the Toyland. It's M as always. Yeah, we're finally gonna look at this Green Ranger figure here, who is exceptional. I gotta say, I quite like these figures. They're loaded with articulation, but at the same time, the joints are like quality. They're nice. As I move them, I'm not really afraid that I'm going to break them. So yeah, that's a big bonus. Yeah, I guess we've already looked at the box, which I actually filmed like 2 days ago. So yeah, let's get on the figure, huh? Let me adjust the focus here. Here we go. Let you guys get a look at them. I mean, they're awesome. The detail is great. Look at even on the Mmpr. That's a lot of little paint application. And it looks fantastic. The chest shield is friggin' sweet looking too. Really good job with that metallic gold paint. And it is, you can see I can move it there. It's actually a softer material, so it doesn't hinder his ab crunch a whole lot. The only hinderment from the shield, the chest shield, is that that's about as high as you're gonna get his arm to go. But again, not a big deal. It's pretty sweet. Look at the lower half there. I think he looks phenomenal. I am very, very happy and appreciative with this line. It's great. So yeah, let's go over his articulation. And the first thing I noticed when I took this guy out, okay, his head goes side to side, but check this out. Hold on. Let's get the camera to focus, maybe, just a little bit. Look. Oh, don't want the ab crunch. Look at that range of motion. Look at how far down his head goes. That's fantastic. That is a huge range of motion. that I'm not at all used to on these types of figures. These $20 6-inch figures. Like, I'm a big multiverse guy, and man, that is some severe neck articulation. I love it. It's fantastic. The head does go all the way around. He's got that ab crunch I mentioned, which has a really good range of motion. Forward all the way there. You can see that the chest shield actually comes down and touches the buckle. He can bend so far forward. And back, yeah. It's got a sweet range of motion on it. He's got the waist swivel as well. His shoulder goes out only that far, and it goes up that, well, I guess it kind of goes all the way around if you push the arm out there a little bit. And he's got this upper bicep swivel. They have these, which is way impressive for $20 6-inch figures. They have these double jointed elbows, and as you can see, it doesn't flop, but at the same time it's not super stiff. I can move it easily. I'm not worried about breaking it. The hands, while they have that weird visible ball joint, a little unsightly, but still, like, they spin, they move around like this. They also have some great articulation on them. We did the waist. This plugs right into there. It comes detached from the figure. But yeah, the legs go out like this. Nice good splits. He's got this upper thigh cut. That's the one stiff joint up there. A little stiff, but still sweet. Again, double jointed in the knees, which is just fantastic. He's got this cut here above the boot. The foot goes back very far and forward as far as it can, but not as far as it does back. And it also has this rotation in it, which is really sweet. So you can get some interesting, karate Power Ranger type poses. Accessories. Excuse me. If I can get him to stand here. They do actually stand really well. When they do not have peg holes. So if you're going to display them, they do have to stand on their own, unless you get like the Tamashii Nations stands that can like grab around their waists, which you've seen in a couple of my videos. But the other figures in this line come with a Build-A-Zord piece. Essentially a Build-A-Figure or a Collect and Connect figure. And this guy does not come with a piece, obviously, because he doesn't have a Zord that's a part of the Megazord. He had his own Zord, the Dragon Zord, which could combine with the Megazord to make it even more beefy and cool. But yeah, instead of coming with a Zord piece, he's got extra hands. You can see him back there. And then he comes with his traditional weapon, which is the Dragon Dagger. But then he's got this sword too, which is, anybody who watched Mmpr knows that when the Green Ranger first showed up in Mmpr, he was a bad guy. He worked for the villains, Rita. He worked for Rita, and yeah, he was bad to the bone, which honestly I think is a lot of people's favorite. Like, he's quite the badass when he's a bad guy. I mean, he's a badass either way, but he's pretty enjoyable as a villain. And yeah, he used this sword. Him and Jason were actually locked in some weird, like, interdimensional place that was, like, all foggy on the floor. And I remember them fighting in there. And Jason hid on the floor in the fog while Tommy kept taking the sword and stabbing it down into the fog, trying to kill him. So that was pretty brutal. But yeah, that's that sword, that evil sword he got from Rita. And that's what he comes with for his extra accessories, is that and the other hands. Now, those hands and back, I haven't done it yet. That's why they're still in box. I'm waiting until I get sick of his sword pose. But those hands are made to hold the dagger up to his face. Essentially this. They're made so you can actually capture this classic pose of him playing the Dragon Dagger flute or ocarina or whatever you want to call it to summon the Dragon Zord. Like, I think that is so cool, and I'm surprised I haven't done it yet, but I am so excited to. And that will probably end up being his like main pose, is him doing that. But the issue is there's not a spot for this sword. It'd be great if this holster had been like open in the bottom or something, or had another holster so you could holster this weapon away, as opposed to just laying it at his feet or whatever you do with it if you make him hold the Dragon Dagger. But yeah, I don't know what else to say, guys. I'm super impressed with this line. I am, yeah, super impressed. And I think it's way cool. Like, honestly, it's time. There hasn't been enough good Power Ranger figures, especially of late. A lot of the legacy figures were just essentially reissues. They were like the classic little, like, 5-inch tall figures that had limited articulation to them. And that's what a lot of the legacy figures have been. So yeah, I was way happy to see these. And after finally getting one out of the box, I am so impressed. I am so happy they did this. They finally gave these guys some figures that are worthy of collect. Oh, I mean, in this price range, I know they make like the, what are those? There's the, is it Tamashii Nations as well? I know they make those stands, but is it Tamashii Nations? I think that makes, they make like $50 figures, in the 6-inch range of Power Rangers and all kind of Dragon Ball Z, all kinds of different stuff. But those figures are nice. But like I said, $50 for a 6-inch Power Ranger figure, you know, I can't vouch for these things enough. $20 for this quality, this size, this articulation, like, in all reality, they really brought it. Bandai is bringing it because these figures seem to have exceptionally more articulation than the multiverse figures or even the Marvel Legends figures. Like, I cannot say enough about the articulation. And not only that, but the joint quality is amazing. They move easily, but not too, like, they're not loose, but they're not tight. You're not afraid you're gonna break it when you're trying to move it and pose it. So yeah, starting to gush quite a bit here, but I'm trying to get the point across. Like, these are cool. These are quality figures, and I'm glad to see Bandai stepped up to try and compete with, you know, your Marvel Legends and your multiverse figures and all these other big successful toy lines out there. So it's time. The Power Rangers need it. They needed it, and really they deserved it. They're, you know, Power Rangers has ravaged this country for well over 20 years. It's like the new trailer said for the movie, based on the worldwide phenomenon. Like, it's true. You can say what you want about Power Rangers. It's cheesy, it's corny, but it's a worldwide phenomenon with millions of followers. So, especially for those like me that grew up with it as children, like, you know, it made a mark in your life and it just kind of stuck, and you still appreciate it to some point, some degree in your old age. So, yeah. If you guys were at all curious about these figures or debating on whether you should buy it, I am going to go ahead and tell you, friggin' buy the things. Like, and not just the Mmpr. They all share the same articulation and stuff, and I assume the same quality. So, I mean, this wave has the, God, what, I don't even know. That's like the Ninja Storm or something. The red, blue, and yellow there. So, yeah, if you guys were hesitant or curious, like, do not be afraid to purchase these figures. They are phenomenal. So yeah, this is ran for 10 minutes, and that's kind of long. So I'm going to shut my mouth now. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this look at the Green Ranger. I did pick up the MMPR Red Ranger too, and a review on him is coming soon. But yeah, phenomenal figures, guys. I can't stress it enough. They're beautiful. They look good. They feel good. They're perfect for me. I have no complaints. I wouldn't change anything. So yeah. If you guys are looking to get these figures, don't hesitate. Do it. I have a feeling they might become difficult to find at some point. Like, they're still relatively newer. People are going to start realizing how quality they are, and they'll probably start flying off the shelves relatively quick, I would assume. So, yeah, get them while you can. Don't hesitate. You won't regret it. I promise. Yeah, as always, guys, I appreciate the tune-in, and until the next video, keep on rocking.